Relax now. Let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw unclench. Feel the surface beneath you holding your weight without effort. There is nothing you need to do, nowhere you need to go. Just allow my voice to rest beside you, like a calm presence at the edge of sleep. Take a slow breath in through your nose, and gently release it through your mouth. Again, in. En route. With every breath, the world becomes quieter, farther away, softer. As your breathing finds its own easy rhythm, allow your thoughts to drift like leaves on still water, noticed, then released, safe, calm, unhurried. And when you are ready, our story today begins at the edge of a small medieval village, where night settles gently and time seems to slow its pace. Our story today sets sail at twilight. When the last blush of sunset fades from the sky and candlelight becomes the village's quiet heartbeat. Stone cottages rest closely together, their walls warmed by years of hearth fires and whispered conversations. A soft breeze moves through narrow lanes, carrying the scent of wood smoke, earth, and drying herbs. Somewhere, leaves rustle against a low stone wall, and an owl calls once. Ten l'istant. Inside one of these cottages, in a room lit by a single steady candle, a weaver sits before her loom. Her name is not spoken. Names are unnecessary here, for she is simply the weaver, and the loom is as familiar to her as her own breath. The loom stands tall and patient, wood smoothed by decades of careful hands. Threads stretch vertically, pale and calm, waiting. The horizontal shuttle rests lightly in her fingers, smooth, balanced, ready. With a gentle motion, she guides the thread through the waiting lines. Tap, slide, press, tap, slide, press. The sound is soft, rhythmic, a quiet music that fills the room without demanding attention. Each movement is unhurried, each breath matched to the steady pace of her work. As you listen, you may begin to feel that rhythm within yourself, a slow, soothing repetition that invites your body to let go. The candle flame flickers slightly, casting warm shadows that move like sleepy dancers across stone walls. The light reveals bundles of dyed yarn resting nearby, muted reds from crushed madder root, soft yellows from welled flowers, deep browns drawn patiently from bark and earth. These dyes, made from plants and minerals, carry faint, natural scents, dry leaves, warm soil, the memory of sunlight absorbed long ago. The air holds them gently, never strong, never sharp, just enough to be noticed before they fade into comfort. The weaver inhales slowly, as she has done thousands of times before, and exhales with ease. Her shoulders remain loose, her hands steady but relaxed. Outside, a distant hearth crackles, its sound drifting through the village like a lullaby. Somewhere, nearby, footsteps pass and fade, and then there is only stillness again. Tap, slide, press, tap, slide, press. Each woven row becomes part of a larger whole, just as each moment of listening becomes part of your journey toward rest. The fabric grows slowly beneath her hands, strong, even, dependable. Cloth meant to warm a family, to wrap around shoulders on cold mornings, to hold quiet stories of everyday life. The weaver does not rush. She knows that the loom responds best to patience. When hurried, threads tangle. When calm, they align effortlessly. And so she works in harmony with the night. As she weaves, the breeze outside slips through a small window opening, cool and gentle, brushing the candle flame without disturbing it. The air feels clean, balanced, alive. You might imagine that same breeze moving around you now, lightly, kindly, bringing with it a sense of ease. The weaver pauses for a moment, resting her hands on the loom's wooden frame. She listens not with effort, but with presence. The quiet speaks. She hears the soft ticking of cooling stone, the distant murmur of night, insects beginning their song, the steady rhythm of her own breathing. In this village, night is not something to fear. It is a companion, a time when work becomes gentler and the world remembers how to be still. She resumes her weaving. Tap, slide, press. With each pass of the shuttle, the fabric tightens slightly, becoming more complete, more settled. Your thoughts may do the same, now loosening, then gently settling into place. The candle burns lower, its light warmer, deeper, more golden. Wax moves slowly, deliberately, mirroring the unhurried pace of the room. The weaver smiles faintly, not because of a thought, but because of the feeling of balance, hands, breath, thread, and time all aligned. She knows that when this cloth is finished, it will carry the quiet of this night within it, the calm of the loom, the softness of candlelight, the patience of steady hands. And perhaps, as you listen, that calm is weaving itself into you as well, thread by gentle thread. Outside, the village sleeps. Doors are closed. Windows glow briefly, then darken. The world contracts into warmth and rest. Inside the cottage, the loom continues its quiet song. Tap, slide, press. Your breathing slows even more now, natural and effortless. Your body feels heavier, comfortably supported, as if the night itself were holding you. There is nothing more to think about, nothing more to follow, just this rhythm, this warmth, this gentle, weaving calm. And as the weaver continues her work, you may allow yourself to drift, softly, peacefully. Into sleep. The loom continues its gentle song, steady and unbroken, as the night deepens its embrace around the village. Tap, slide, press, tap, slide, press. The rhythm feels older than memory, as if it has always existed, waiting patiently for listening ears, waiting for tired minds to rest within it. The weaver's candle has burned low now, its flame shorter, rounder, calmer, casting a softer glow that blurs sharp edges and smooths every shadow. She adjusts her posture slightly, not from discomfort, but from instinct, a small movement that keeps the body loose. Free of strain. Her fingers trace the woven cloth, feeling its texture with quiet satisfaction. Each thread lies where it should, cooperating without resistance. There is a lesson in that, one the night understands well. When nothing is forced, everything flows. Outside, the breeze settles. Leaves grow still, as if even the trees have decided it is time to rest. The air cools gently, wrapping the village in a breathable hush. Somewhere beyond the cottages, a stream moves slowly over stones. Its sound barely audible, a liquid whisper that blends seamlessly with the silence. Inside the weaver's cottage, the scent of dyed yarn deepens slightly as the warmth of the candle mingles with it. Earth, bark, dried pétales. Subtle and grounding, like the memory of a walk through fields at dusk. She breathes in, she breathes out. Each breath seems to smooth the space around her, rounding every corner, softening every thought. Tap, slide, press. Time behaves differently now. Minutes stretch like comfortable fabric, wide and forgiving. There is no urgency here, no sharp edges of expectation. The loom accepts every motion exactly as it comes. As the cloth grows longer, it begins to rest gently against the weaver's knees, warm from her presence, alive with quiet purpose. She imagines without effort the future of this fabric. A cloak worn on a cool morning, a blanket laid over a sleeping child, a table covering a shared meal. But these thoughts are faint, like clouds drifting past the moon. They do not linger, they simply pass. The weaver's focus returns naturally to the present moment, to thread, to motion, to breath. You may feel yourself doing the same now, attention settling inward, comfortably contained. Your jaw loosens further. Your tongue rests softly. Your eyes, if not already closed, feel heavy, unneeded. The cannons more, tense tid as if reja the slide. Press. The room seems to breathe with her. Walls expand and soften. The ceiling feels higher, lighter, less important. The night presses gently against the stone outside, not intruding, just present, like a trusted friend standing guard. The weaver pauses again, this time to stretch her fingers, opening and closing them slowly, feeling warmth move through each joint. She smiles once more, a quiet acknowledgement of comfort, of ease earned through patience. When she resumes, the loom responds effortlessly, wooden thread aligned in understanding. Tap, slide, press. The sound now feels almost internal, as if it echoes within you, synchronizing with your heartbeat, slow, steady, calm. If thoughts arise, they drift away on the rhythm, carried off like loose fibers caught in the breeze. Nothing demands your attention, nothing pulls you outward. The village remains asleep. No voix, no footsteps. Only the low murmur of night life, insects, distant water, the faint settling of stone. The candle has nearly reached its end. Its light pools low and warm, thick with shadow and peace. The weaver senses this without looking. She knows when to stop, when to let the work rest until another evening. She finishes the current, row carefully, pressing it into place with gentle finality. Tap, slide, press, then she stills her hands. The loom stands quiet now, holding the woven cloth securely, as if promising to remember everything until she returns. She drapes a light cloth over the loom, a gesture both practical and tender, like tucking something in for the night. The candle flame trembles once, then dims as she exhales slowly beside it. For a moment, there is absolute stillness, and in that stillness, rest feels complete. The weaver moves to a simple bench near the hearth, sits, and allows herself to feel the weight of the day leave her body. The hearth embers glow faintly, offering just enough warmth to keep the room comfortable. She rests her hands in her lap, palms open, breath deep and easy. You may feel that same openness now, a gentle release, a surrender to rest. The night has done its work. The loom has done its work. And now you may do nothing at all. Sleep arrives not as a sudden drop, but as a gradual sinking, soft, supported, inevitable. The candle finally goes out, not with drama, but with quiet acceptance. Darkness fills the room, Warmonsaf. And as the weaver closes her eyes, the rhythm of the loom remains, woven into the night, woven into you.